Got a bit of a combo platter for you today, as we have some news from Ubisoft, Nvidia and Red Barrels to finish off the day. So, let's begin things with Ubisoft, shall we, who had a bit to say regarding their plans for the NX in a recent interview with the games industry. Now, these came from the Ubisoft EMEA head, Alan Core, and basically teased that Ubisoft has more in the works for the NX other than Just Dance, and he described them as quote-unquote surprises. And joining the CEO Yves Guillemot, he also praised Nintendo as a whole, and also said some interesting comments about how they might change gaming. And he said, quote, "We announced that we're developing Just Dance for NX and we have other surprises that we will announce later. We also believe Nintendo has the power to reinvent the way families are playing. Nintendo is a fantastic powerhouse of brands that are really cherished by a lot of fans and families. I am still impressed by the recurrence of success and appetite even today for Nintendo franchises on the current system." So some interesting comments to be sure. I'm not sure what they mean by surprises, and if the recent rumours about the NX being a handheld that you can also play as a home console in a sort of docking station arrangement, then yeah, that's definitely could revitalise the way families game and potentially have an interesting impact similar to the Wii. Obviously not exact, but you get my point. So, next up is Nvidia, as I said, and according to DigiTimes, the mobile variant of Pascal may be revealed at Gamescom in Europe. So it may arrive at Gamescom, not be revealed, excuse me. So basically, according to the information from DigiTimes, Nvidia would allow its notebook partners to unveil mobile Pascal at Gamescom, or more specifically between August 17th to the 21st, which is pretty much the exact dates of Gamescom. Now this means that we're probably going to get showcases from Asus, MSI and Gigabyte, and some of them are going to have 1080, 1070 and 1060 graphic solutions. It's going to be a bit of a mix from all these different companies, perhaps, you know, even all of them from a couple or one or two, for a bit of choice. Now, I've talked a little bit about the 1060 and 1070 mobile variants, and they're slightly different than the desktop variants, but the specs of the 1080 are still a mystery, so perhaps we'd get a reveal of that as well at Gamescom when we finally see these graphics cards. And let's finish up with Red Barrel, shall we? And a bit of a bad news, unfortunately, ending the video on a bit of a disappointing note, as Outlast 2 has been delayed. Now, as I'm sure you're aware if you're a fan of the game or horror games in general, it was due for release in the fall of this year, but unfortunately it has been delayed until the first quarter of 2017, and Red Barrels announced this today on their Facebook page. And they said, quote, "We had to make a difficult decision recently. After weighing our options, we've decided to postpone Outlast 2's release until Q1 of 2017. I want you to know that we listen to your feedback, we see your excitement, and we know you care about our work. Our mission as an indie studio is to deliver you the best, most terrifying, most fulfilling experiences possible. That's why we're taking just a little bit more time to make sure our vision for Outlast 2 is in no way compromised and is the experience you deserve. This is not the type of news we ever want to deliver, but we are so fully committed to the world we've built and to our awesome community that we could not, in good conscience, release a game whose limits haven't been tested to the extreme. Thank you for understanding. We promise Outlast 2 will scare the crap out of you." So a bit of a disappointment, but as I've said, and as many other people have said many times, it's always better for a game to be delayed if it needs it. I would much rather wait a few more months and get a more complete product at the end of it than them have it rush out and it feel broken or incomplete or rushed, as you might expect. So yeah. Disappointing, but in a way it kind of gives the game a bit of breathing room, so it's not being sandwiched into the very, very busy fall / pre-Christmas release. Early 2017, you know, Q1 is sort of March, April ending, so early 2017 is a bit less busy, although February, March can sometimes be busy, but it's still not as insanely competitive as the Christmas sort of market period. So in a way it might actually benefit Outlast 2, even if it does mean we have to wait a while and obviously we get a better product at the end of it. So there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.